The Senate committee gave in to the House position and loosened some, but not all, restrictions for spending U.S. and Japan funds for the Guam buildup. The compromised National Defense Authorization Act, that now goes back to both chambers for final approval, allows U.S.-Japan spending on project environmental studies and $26 million in funding for the North Ramp parking project. That was among several key wins for Guam Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo, who was part of the negotiations. The Senate committee also agreed to allow spending for planning and design of non-EIS projects, including ongoing marine aviation units at Andersen Air Force Base and training at both Andersen and on Tinian. The final deal also prevents retirement of the Global Hawk surveillance drones at Andersen, another big win for Bordallo and Guam. Separately, the Secretary of Defense must certify the need for a firing range, which could impact the range's final location. But the Senate panel won its bid to more than halve the House bill's authorization to spend $128 million on the Air Force fuel cell hangar. The final figure is $58 million, with savings from not hardening against certain types of military attacks. And in perhaps the biggest loss for Guam, the Senate committee refused to budge on civilian projects. The House figure was about $139 million, the Senate zero. Senate Chair Carl Levin defended the move.
Because they're not quite ready yet in terms of their overall planning to justify us authorizing those funds. But what we did authorize was on the facilities side, where we know that whether or not we move additional Marines to Guam or not, we're going to need certain additional infrastructure, and we did authorize that additional.
The Senate committee agreed to a nearly $102 million upgrade of the fuel pipeline from Andersen to Naval Base Guam and an Army National Guard headquarters worth $8.5 million. Bordallo's office says the Pentagon may still find authority to spend $109 million for civilian water and sewer improvements if Congress passes a separate DoD spending bill next year. Also next in the final civilian project total, a nearly $13 million Guam Public Health Lab and the second phase of a $20 million mental health and substance abuse facility. Finally, the House-Senate deal ensures U.S. military facilities display the territorial flags alongside state flags, a provision sought by NMI Congressman Greg Khalili-Sablan that Bordallo also backed. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.